My name is Mary. I am 19 years old and have just finished my first year at Georgia Tech in the United States, where I study biology and neuroscience in preparation for medical school. I've spent 7 weeks over the summer in Cusco, Peru, doing volunteer work in a clinic and taking Spanish classes, both through Maximo Nivel. I've been working in the health center at San Pedro, which provides basic services including general medicine, obstetrics, psychology, dentistry, and pediatrics. The center is located a little less than a mile from the main square of Cusco. Every day, Monday through Friday, I walked to the clinic with another student, Lexi, who lived and worked with me in Cusco. I have had the opportunity to work in many parts of the clinic. During my first weeks, I worked with Patricia and Florencia, who are nurses at the clinic. We went to the local elementary schools to take height and weight measurements of the students, in addition to giving them antiparasitic medicine to prevent and treat parasites that they may have acquired in their daily habits. After this, I also helped with the administrative documentation, which can be very extensive in Peru because of the governmental regulations. Also in the clinic, I worked with Lexi and Jenny, another volunteer. We did a variety of work throughout the clinic, for instance, making cotton balls. Also, we did triage, helping with admission by taking blood pressure, height, weight, and temperature measurements. I enjoyed this a lot as it provided me with experience to improve my communication with patients, in addition to improve my ability to take these measurements accurately. Every day, I learned a lot by observing the doctors and nurses. I had the opportunity to observe presentations in the clinic, pediatric checkup appointments, some wound cleaning operations, the process of giving injections and measuring hemoglobin, and how the clinic functions overall. With the nurses, I helped by taking height and weight measurements, listening to the heart and lungs of the patient, and by entertaining or distracting children. I've learned a lot of strategies for working with kids who do not want to cooperate. In addition, with the obstetricians, I learned the flow of prenatal checkups. With them, I found and measured the heartbeat of the fetus as well as took the blood pressure and weight of the patient. I really liked working with all the staff at the clinic and really appreciate that they have allowed me to help them and the manner in which all of them work together to improve the health of the community. In addition to working in the clinic, I went to Maximo Nivel every day in the afternoon to attend my private Spanish class. With my tutor, Rosa, I learned a lot about the language and how to use it in medicine and daily life. I enjoyed these classes, which usually consisted of discussing current problems, medicine, the culture in Cusco, and more. Rosa was incredibly nice and helped me a lot with the language as well as with adapting to and enjoying Cusco. After my daily activities, I usually returned to the house where the Morales family, my Cuscanian family, was waiting. Living in the house are Delia, the grandmother, Marta and Milagros, who are Delia's daughters, and Sonia, Milagros' daughter. And we can't forget about the dogs, Mona and Negrita. All of them work from the house as professional chefs and bakers. Also in the house were 3 more students who changed during my weeks. I always look forward to my nights at home with the family. We have our jokes, we laugh a lot together, we dance together, sing together, and of course eat the best food and cakes in all of Cusco. Also, we celebrated a lot. One afternoon, we made huatia, the traditional earth oven, with the traditional food, potatoes, cheese, stuffed peppers, and more. During this, we learned and attempted some of the traditional dances. Also, I had the opportunity to celebrate my birthday in Cusco, complete with delicious cake for breakfast, singing, and fireworks at night. And we didn't only celebrate the Peruvian and Cuscanian holidays, but we also celebrated the United States Independence Day. We made hamburgers and s'mores, sang our national anthem, and we watched some fireworks on the computer. And not all the fun only happened in the house, but also on our trips during the weekends and throughout the city of Cusco during the week. We traveled to Machu Picchu to observe firsthand its mystery and beauty, in addition to the ruins in Pisac, Tipon, Ollantaytambo, Chinchero, and Muray, in order to better understand the intelligence and history of the Incas. We also went on ATVs and zip lines through the Sacred Valley, hiked up Rainbow Mountain, and had many incredible experiences with animals. And during the entire month of June, all of Cusco was celebrating its independence as well as other things. I enjoyed the festivities for Corpus Christi and Inti Raymi, and all of the dances and parades in preparation for these. One of the most memorable parts was parading with the doctors on the Friday before Inti Raymi. All of the doctors, nurses, and staff in the Northern Cusco Medical Network paraded together. It was fun not only to watch, but rather walk in the parade. Another highlight has been the strikes, especially those of the doctors. One day, we arrived to the clinic and read a poster that announced that the doctors were on an indefinite strike. It was quite the surprise, and it didn't only last for a day or two, but rather it continued for the rest of my stay, and even longer. When I asked why they are striking, they told me that the Peruvian government does not give enough money nor attention to the healthcare system. Because of this, the doctors don't receive enough salary in comparison to the quantity of money and time they spend for their education. However, this problem is more serious than only the doctors' salaries, but rather extends to the issue that the government is not giving enough attention to the health of the community. I cannot believe how fast the time has passed. I've really enjoyed every bit of my time in Cusco. Many thanks to all of the employees at Maximo Novel, to Rosa, my Spanish teacher, and to the doctors, nurses, and technicians at San Pedro Clinic, and of course to my new family. I will miss you so much.